Hi everyone, my name is Leslie and today we're going to be going over MLA Works Cited. So that can be a works cited page. We're going to go over a little bit about MLA, which stands for Modern Language Association, because this is going to be typically the essay format that you're going to be following in high school. So it's really important for you to at least understand some of the basics. So let's get started with that. Perfect. So MLA Works Cited. So Works Cited, I know that that might be kind of weird and it might sound a little weird, but Works Cited is literally exactly what it says, your work cited. So I know that this is going to definitely be a different transition than what you were used to in junior high. But now when you quote something or you use something, you don't have to write a big quote about like author, name, like date, publishing all in one. What you're going to do is you're going to have kind of like the author's last name or the article name and page number, and then you're going to have the full title at the very bottom in one single page that's going to have all your work. So you begin your works cited page on a separate page at the end of your research paper. And this is typically when you are writing a research paper, argumentative essay, or persuasive essay, because you are trying to bring all of these sources in to kind of give yourself some credentials to make people want to listen to what it is that you're saying and to back it up. It should have the same 1-inch margins and last name, page number, header as the rest of your paper. So I know this part here, the part about 1-inch margins and last name, page number, header, that's kind of getting ahead of ourselves a little bit. So then just kind of keep in mind that this needs to be a separate page at the end of your research paper. That's it. The way that you do it is you label the page works cited. It's not italicized or anything or in quotation marks. It's just works cited, and then you're going to have all your work at the bottom. Only the title should be centered. The citation entries themselves should be aligned with the left margin. So the title is going to be centered, but everything else is going to be here. You don't need to hit tab or do anything. Leave them as is. Double space all citations, but do not skip spaces between entries. We're going to look at an example of an MLA formatted paper. I know that we're specifically going over what your citation page is going to look like, but I want you guys to get a little bit of an idea as to what it could possibly look like. So here we have, this is a great example of a works cited essay or of an MLA essay. As you can see here, once you start writing a little more of your essays, you're going to have your name, not your professor, but your teacher's name, what class it is, so honors English or regular English, and then you're going to have the date. And it's always typically written as the number, month, and year. And then also when you're doing MLA, but again, this is more logistical, you're going to have your last name and the page number in the corner of each. So you'll see it's Ankeli 1, Ankeli 2, Ankeli 3, Ankeli 4. And then you can just see here when they cite something, we're going to go up here. Let's find. So when they cite something, they are going to have the little right here, Danhoff 5, Danhoff 7, Hurt 127. So that's the author and that's the page number. And we're going to find this, we're going to be like Danhoff. So we're going to go down to their works cited page, which we talked about is an individual page at the bottom. So here it is. So works cited, as you can see, it goes back to what we were talking about. Works cited is centered. Everything else should be on the left side. And it's not italicized, not anything, it's just there. And so it begins on a new page. It's a list of all the sources in your paper. So remember, we saw a citation on Danhoff. Danhoff, his name is Danhoff Clarence, and this is the source, Change in Agriculture, the Northern United States. And that 5 is a page number. So that's exactly how he did it. And I also wanted to go over with you all. So if we go here, this one shows you a really good example of a works cited citation. So as you can see, if they cited Dean Cornelia, they just have Dean and then whatever page on the New York Times. And if there's not a page, Dean is okay. And then here they have them all in alphabetical order. And that's kind of how that worked. And so what I want to try out is I want to be able to show you guys how to actually create a citation. So a site that I really love using is called easybib.com. And a lot of people have different opinions about that, but that's just one that I really like and I really used. So I already have EasyBib open, but we're going to open up this article right here because we are going to attempt to cite it. And this is just an online journal entry about the benefits of recess and kind of children and recess times. So let's open this up. So here it is. It's called Children's Physical Activity During Recess and Outside of School, right here. And I have EasyBib open there. So when you go to EasyBib, it's easybib.com. You can also check your paper, which is really cool. It'll let you know if you have plagiarism or grammar errors. So plagiarism is when if I were to use a quote and I didn't cite whoever I used it from, that's plagiarism. It's pretty serious. But for today, we're just going to create a citation, and it's from a journal. And the way that I know it too is I specifically got this from Google Scholar, and I just made sure that it was a journal. We're going to search by article title, keywords, or DOI number. So sometimes it'll have doi.org, and then here it has all of the numbers. So I could attach that. I have the article title, so we're going to try this. We're going to try just copy and pasting the article title. And if I don't know if you guys saw, but it also has an option for you to put in keywords. So you could also look for it that way. And they're gathering information now. And here we go. This one, differences in children's recess activity, children's physical activity outside. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and use, okay, that one looks like it. So we're going to go ahead and cite it. And so this one is not the exact article that I have here. I could also use the DOI number, but this one, just to show you how it lets you cite things, is it'll come up with the list and you want to make sure that it's your exact one. But it has our journal title, our year, our month, our day. It found that all for you. So you didn't even have to put that in. So that's what they found. We're going to continue. And then here, it'll let you add in any information that you're missing. So author, it has all our different authors, but if it was missing an author, you could add someone else. It has the date published, the DOI, and there you go. And then update citation. And we're not going to view the sponsored message, but once you hit that, it'll give you this one of these citations that you see here, which is it would have the last name of the author, the name, the date, and then kind of that direct link. So it would be exactly like that, and it's super simple. As you saw, in this certain case, when you use a journal, you didn't really have to use anything, which is really awesome. And yeah, so I really hope that that was kind of able to help you all a little more kind of understand MLA and how you're going to do that works cited page, which is this right here. EasyBib is one of my favorite sites. If I do have any more, I can definitely share that with you. But also, if you don't feel comfortable using EasyBib, you can also just look up MLA citation, and then you'll have a bunch that come up that you can put different articles into, and it's super helpful. So hopefully that helps some of you out. I really hope that you guys take this time to work a little bit on your writing, get familiar with citations in MLA, because it will be a format that you're going to start getting used to and you're going to learn some things about in high school. So thank you so much.